Hey, what's up, everybody? Ralph here. So today's topic, we're gonna talk about your boy Odell Beckham. He's in the news talking about him taking his salary in Bitcoin. Not something new. There's a lot of athletes that have done the same thing, but he's in the news because of obviously with the recent drop of Bitcoin. A lot of people talking that he lost a lot of money. So I just wanted to discuss, break it down real quick, see if it's something that you guys would do if it was a smart decision on his part. So, all right. So the headline is NFL's Odell Beckham Jr. took his $750,000 salary in Bitcoin. How much did that end up costing him? All right. So they said Beckham announced upon joining the Los Angeles Rams in November that he planned to convert his salary into Bitcoin. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is it says he converted his salary into Bitcoin. Now, a lot of people probably think, and even myself, I was thinking that did the Rams or the NFL pay him in Bitcoin? I mean, I don't really think that's the case. I think what happened is, they gave him a check and then he purchased, a bunch of Bitcoin. But the way they make it sound like, NFL was like, all right, let's just change his salary and let's change it and convert it into Bitcoin. And really, they just probably gave him a check. He took that check and just bought a whole bunch of Bitcoin. All right. So, just be careful when you hear that word convert his salary into Bitcoin. What he probably did is he took his check, they paid him his check, and then he bought a bunch of Bitcoin. That's what I think. I'm not sure if that's the case. Obviously, they don't talk about that. So, but that's just my guess. All right, so it says the Los Angeles Rams wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. made headlines last November when he announced he would be converting his 2021 salary into Bitcoin. The problem for Beckham, Bitcoin prices have been plummeting. All right, so cryptocurrencies included Bitcoin and Ethereum extended their ongoing slide on Monday. Ether was down 8% over the past 24 hours, and Bitcoin prices fell below $35,000, including a 4% drop in the past 24 hours. This is bad news for crypto investors and for Beckham, who claimed to be converting $750,000 into Bitcoin in a deal with Block Inc. payment company Cash App. All right. So the Action Network is reporting that the deal was made on November 12th, a week after the veteran receivers released from the Cleveland Browns, and a day when Bitcoin's cost 64,000 at the time. So a day when Bitcoin's cost at the time was $64,158, according to CoinDesk. The price is down 46.55% since that time. Now, I remember Odell Beckham used to be on the Cleveland Browns, and then they released him, and then the Los Angeles Rams now claimed him. So at the time when he signed with the Rams, Bitcoin at the time was $64,158. Since then, it's gone down almost 47%. All right, so that's almost half your salary gone out of that 750K. All right, so based on Monday's Bitcoin prices and assuming that Beckham did convert a lump sum of $750,000 into Bitcoin when the deal was made in November, that salary would now be worth about $401,500. And despite the drop in value, he would still have to pay taxes on that income as provided to him at $750,000 value. Now, the one thing I want to keep in mind is, we don't know, maybe, I'm not sure, did he get that whole $750,000 at once? Because obviously in the NFL, you get paid weekly. So it's hard to say that he put that whole 750. Maybe he got that up front when he signed. I'm not sure. They don't really go into the details, but the fact that, maybe he, every week he got paid and he converted, he bought some Bitcoin. So maybe he didn't lose as much as they're probably saying, but maybe his initial investment he did, but over time, he probably didn't lose as much as people may think, but obviously we don't know. So right now they're just stating that the whole $750,000 is what he dropped, and he converted that whole thing into Bitcoin. So basically they're doing a review of based on the numbers of how much he's going to pay in taxes or how much he lost overall. So, but we don't really know the details of it all, but we'll just go through what's written in the article. So it's in addition to federal income tax, Beckham would have to pay state income tax in California, where the Rams play, and which has one of the highest state income tax rates in the country. State income tax brackets indicate the upper reaches of his income qualify for 12.3% tax rate, which kicks in at $625,370. His overall compensation, including an sign-on bonus and incentives, was reported to be worth as much as $4.25 million. So based on incentives, he's going to get a total, over $4 million. But he's not going to, obviously he didn't invest that much. He only invested the $750K reportedly. So because it is not known whether Beckham moved the 750K sum all at once into Bitcoin or spread it over multiple conversions, it's difficult to pinpoint an exact dollar figure for Beckham's losses. If the deposit was made on November 12th, the investment is now worth $35,000 after federal and state taxes, according to Darren Rovell of the Action Network and formerly of ESPN and CNBC. So now Darren Rovell let out a tweet breaking down the numbers of Beckham's salary. So it says the amount of people applauding players changing their salary into Bitcoin as if they were heroes has been comical. Sounds like a hater. Rams wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr., at least in the moment, provides a cautionary tale. So on November 12th, Odell Beckham Jr. signed a deal with the Rams worth $750,000. He announced he would take that into Bitcoin. At the time, Bitcoin was worth $64,293. Today, it is worth $35,400. Today, that deal is worth $412,953. Odell will be taxed on $750K. Federal and California state tax will be 50.3%. That means Odell, as of now, has netted $35,703 from the Rams contract this year, based on his numbers. So what can be reliably determined, though, is that Beckham would have been better off accepting his salary in US dollars. Representatives of Beckham did not verify the terms of Beckham's Bitcoin investment to Market Watch. Beckham joins a roster of NFL players who have accepted payment in cryptocurrency or have converted portions of the salary, including Saquon Barkley, Trevor Lawrence, and Russell Okung. All right, and so the sliding price of cryptocurrencies come as panic-like selling emerged on Monday on Wall Street, with the stock market tumbling and the Dow dropping over 1,000 points as of mid-afternoon before a dramatic late-day comeback, turning the three main U.S. stock benchmarks. So basically, obviously, if you're someone that's into crypto, then you understand how this works. I mean, crypto is very volatile. So you're going to see it go up and down. But if you're someone that's going to hold it long term, this isn't going to be that much of a big deal. If you expect crypto to go up, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever it is that you're holding to go up in the future, then this is not going to be a big deal. If Bitcoin eventually goes up to 100K, he's going to make some good money. I mean, obviously, 750K is not, he's a millionaire. I mean, he has millions. So 750K is not that much to him. Obviously, for people like us, that would be a lot. And you make sure once when you're doing allocation like that, you obviously don't want. There's a lot of people that aren't putting that much of their portfolio, high percentage of portfolio, into crypto. Some putting no more than like 5%. But with Odell Beckham, he has millions. He could risk to lose 750K or whatever he put into that. But it's if you're someone that's going to hold it, then obviously you expect it to go up, then this is not going to be a loss. It's obviously a loss right now, and a lot of people lost money with Bitcoin. But if you're someone that's a staunch believer in crypto, then you expect it to go up. You expect to make money on this, and I'm sure that's the same thing he's thinking. Obviously, it's a good story to tell right now because you lost so much money and you're converting all your 750K salary into Bitcoin, and you're losing that much money. Then you live in California with the taxes. So yeah, it's a good story to tell. But like I said, if you're a believer in crypto, then this is not going to be a big deal. And like I said, he's a millionaire, so 750K to him is not a big deal. All right, so those are my thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts. Please leave a comment down below. Hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe, right? So you guys take care and have a good one. Later.